To Stephen Gutski for Christian Music Network, and we're here with Jennifer Benson from Ignescent. There you go. I got it. So how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, 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 good. So tell me about yourself.
Jennifer with Ignescent, and we are releasing a new album actually Friday in a couple days. So stoked about that. It's through Frontiers Music SRL, and just kind of getting ready for that and for the release, and then doing a CD release show in a couple weeks on March 27th in Woodstock, Illinois. And so we're just getting for ready for that and for the tour as well. So,
Cool, cool, cool. So how did you guys get started?
well, actually, when I became a Christian, I decided I wanted to start a band. And so I had met the drummer Cole through a friend of mine, and he introduced me to the bassist, which was a friend of his, Mikey. And so that's kind of how we met. And then Andre, who is the guitarist, I found on Band Mix actually, and auditioned him, and found out he loves Striper, and that's like one of his favorite bands, and I knew that was probably going to be a pretty good fit. um, so we just kind of all met that way, and Andre is actually originally from Guatemala as well, but he's lived here for a little bit, and so yeah, we all met, and I just started kind of getting the name Ignescent out there with doing social media a lot. I would spend a ton of time on social media just promoting the band and just sharing my story and doing that. And I just started booking the band myself, and over time things just grew.
Cool, 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 cool. So what is your story?
My story. That's a great question. Well, I became a Christian when I was 15,
Uh-huh.
and soon after, I just like I said, I had a calling that I to start, singing and evangelizing and tell people about Jesus through music, and so unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that right away. I ended up getting involved in and getting married young in an abusive, like a mentally abusive and controlling relationship.
Wow.
And so this person wouldn't let me start a band or do the things that I felt called to do. So I was kind of trapped for quite a while, and just kind of didn't know. I was so young and I didn't know what to do, and I just thought, well, my life's over. I guess I'm not gonna, do what God has called me to do, um and that's it. But then I he was a police officer, um and one day after I had a baby girl, it was probably, I think it was like the day after Christmas, honestly. Um it was when she was 6 months old. He ended up, my husband at the time ended up kicking us out of the house, me and my baby girl, and putting a restraining order on me and saying all these lies that I did all these things that I didn't do. And so I found myself back in my parents' house, with my daughter, and living there again. And I was just confused and crushed, um, and just kind of like, God, what why is this happening? And I found myself in my old bedroom, just kind of like praying and on the ground, laying down, and I heard this like whisper, this audible voice say, Jennifer, go to the house. And um, at first, I'm like, well, this has never happened before. Maybe I'm going crazy, but I knew that was God telling me that. And so I ended up going back to my old home that I had a restraining order on me, so I wasn't supposed to go back there. But um, but I decided to listen to God. And I walked in and saw like women's clothes all over the house, and in my old bedroom and everywhere. And I quickly knew what was happening. And then he, was cheating on me with another woman, and that's what was going on. So it's like God had to do that to reveal to me what was happening and why this was happening, and because no one else would have told me. And I instantly in that moment kind of woke up and felt a release, like a release from this controlling relationship. And I knew I had a second chance. And so in that moment, I'm like, I'm gonna do this finally. I'm finally gonna start a band, and I'm going to use this music for God and reach out to people and do what I've been called to do. And so yeah, I started Ignescent, and then after a little bit, we were signed to Frontiers Music SRL and did our first album in 2023 with them. And now we have our second album coming out on Friday. So it's been really cool to see what God has done. And he's done, yeah, a lot of cool things, a lot of miracles. So
Cool, cool, cool. So, yeah, you have a song called Chariot of Fire. Tell me about that.
yeah. So it features Clint Lowry of Seven Dust, and I had heard about his story through online, and I saw that like his life was changing, and God changed his life. And I just thought, from what I read, he was seemed like a very authentic and cool person. And I love Seven Dust, and I was a fan as well. So I thought this would be super cool if maybe he would co-write a song with us. If he would respond. And I reached out to him, and I thought he'd never respond, and he did. So that was just awesome. And he said, yes, I would love to do that. And so yeah, so Chariot of Fire, I sent him like the chorus, the melody and some lyrics. And then he wrote some music around that, sent that back in, and I just thought, wow, this is beautiful. It's exactly how I would have wanted it to sound and imagined. And so I sent like the lyrics and verse, and melody to the verse. And then we kind of went back and forth like that, and finished the song, and then recorded it. And then, yeah, I asked him if he would be featured on it. And, since he co-wrote it, and if he would do the second verse and sing on it. And he said yes. So that was super cool. And then we went to St. Louis, and we shot a music video together, the band and Clint, and shot that with JT Ibanez, and got to hang out with him and talk with him and just do the music video. And it was a blast. So it was just super cool because he was praying for an opportunity like this to do a song about God. And this was what he was looking for. And then I reached out to him, so it was totally a God thing. And but the song, I mean, it's about the trials and the heartbreak and the struggles that I've gone through personally. And I know Clint has gone through a lot too in his life. And it's just talking about God rescuing us through the trials and through the hardships. And so I'm praying that God uses this song to speak to people.
Cool, 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 cool. Yeah, I really enjoy your video.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Thanks.
You have a song called Not Today. Tell me about that.
Yeah. So yeah, that was from our first album with Frontiers.
Okay.
That features Kevin Young of the band Disciple. Um, we co-wrote that with Josiah Prince of Disciple, went to Nashville to his place, and just started coming up with some ideas, um, and then kind of just tracked a demo that day too. And then I started listening to it, and I'm like, yeah, we have to record this. This is just like exactly what I was envisioning. And I loved what Josiah did with it. And I was just excited about the message of the song. And so yeah, we ended up just finishing that. And Kevin sang on some of the song as well, and he's in the music video. And We actually shot that the same thing with JT Ibanez in St. Louis. But so yeah, that song's just about you know like not giving Satan the power when he's trying to obviously throw you off or hurt you or tempt you or do whatever to thwart, God's plans for your life. And it's just saying, not today. I'm not gonna give in. I'm not gonna let you do that. God's gonna have the victory in my life. And so that's what that song is about.
Cool, cool. Tell me about Under Attack.
Yeah. So Under Attack, that yeah, it's a super high energy song, and it's just about being betrayed and some personal experiences of my life when I was betrayed, um and being basically under attack from people, and saying these things and harassing me and all that sort of thing. So I put that into a song, just to kind of get that out, and it's very therapeutic sometimes just to write what I'm going through, and put that out in a song. And so that's what it's about. And during that time I was introduced to Billy Gray of the band Fozzy,
Mhm.
through a friend, and so he actually was in the music video. So it was so cool to hang out with him and meet him, and for him to be in the video with us. And yeah, we just had a blast shooting that video. It was a lot of fun.
Cool, 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 cool. So, where can we get your m music?
Yeah, you can get it on if you go to ignescentmusic.com. I think it's on the front page, or if you go to the merch tab as well, there'll be an area that you can click on, and it'll send you to where you can get the record. There's one through Frontiers Music SRL, so you can go and get that, or there's a deluxe version being released the same day through Girder Music. So I believe both links are on there. You can click on one, and then one through Frontiers has red vinyl option, and then the one through Girder has a yellow vinyl option. So they're CD and vinyl both. But Frontiers is just the regular album, and then Girder is the deluxe album. And you can also go to the Instagram page, Ignescent Music Instagram. And there is like a link in the bio, the Linktree. Click on that. And that, if you go down a few buttons, maybe it's the second or third, it'll also take you to the one for Frontiers and Girder. So you can click on that. And then also you can go to the Frontiers Music website, Girder Music website, and get the music there. Go on Spotify, check out Fighting Me by Ignescent on Spotify, and our new album. You can listen to it there on Friday on Spotify. Chariot of Fire featuring Clint Lowry Seven Dust is currently on there. So you can listen to that on Spotify. It's also on YouTube as far as the music video, so you can go there too. And yeah, and that's the main ways. And we also have Ignescent Music Facebook page. You can, follow us there. Ignescent Music TikTok, you can follow us there, and then the Ignescent Music Instagram as well.
Cool, 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 cool. So, how can we contact you?
The best way to contact me is through either the website, so ignescentmusic.com. There's a contact page on the link tree, which is in the link in bio for the Ignescent Music Instagram. If you click on that, I think it's a few buttons below in the link tree. It says text us. So there's a place you can sign up for email and text, and you can contact us that way, as well as ignescentmusic@gmail.com. That's the email. So, yeah, so those ways are the best ways to contact Ignescent.
Cool, cool, cool. So, what are your concerts l- like?
Concerts, I would say they're a mix between, like, not as far as Alice Cooper, but they're very theatrical. At least parts of it is I come out of a coffin in the beginning, and then we have masks on at the beginning, and then we have different things like that, just because I just love that kind of stuff. And so we've incorporated that kind of thing in our concerts. And then it's also super high energy, kind of like Skillet, just high energy. And also I do share my story usually, throughout some of the concert or at the end as well. Um, and I talk about my life a little bit. And so there's also an emotional aspect to it because I share my story and I'm hoping that it helps some people in the audience and just to encourage them. So
Cool, cool. So, do you have any advice for other musicians?
yeah, it's a great question. Um, I'd say just, take it step by step. It's definitely a lot of fun, if this is what you're called to do or this is your dream. But it's a lot of work too. So I would just say, start with some good recordings, after you write, get that out there, um, obviously, create, if you don't have a website, get on social media, all of that, get music videos and if you don't have a booking agent, just start, booking yourself, contact everyone, you can and just get, work hard, get your name out there and contact, different venues, call them, email them and just keep working at it every day. And yeah, and God will bless it.
Cool, 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 cool. I'd like to thank you for coming on, Jennifer. It was my pleasure. Any last words?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. And yeah, just check out the album March 20th and go to, ignescentmusic.com tour tab or Ignescent Bands in Town and follow us there for upcoming show dates and tour dates. And if you're in the area or if you're not, come on out to the CD release show at Trademark Event Center in Woodstock, Illinois. And yeah, follow us there. We'll be at Life Fest as well. And we have some other shows. We'll be playing at a fest with Daughtry and with Skillet. And so just come on out and say hi. Thanks.
Cool, cool, cool. And that's in a couple days. Their new album comes out. So yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, it's great.
congratulations for that too. So
Thank-
yeah, and God bless you, and and uh, and keep going. You know what God calls you to do. So
I will.
and good night, and God bless you.
Thank you so much. God bless
Okay,
you.
bye.
Bye.